It is a super rainy morning, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading in some shockingly bad lighting, which is fun. I have school in a couple hours, but who cares? Yeah. So, where I left off, I won't post any of this, but at least none of the old stuff that I was reading. I was reading the immediate erotic stages. I stopped reading it at page 105. I was like, there is some good stuff about desire, but realistically, I know nothing about opera, and I don't care to learn. I might go back and read that passage, but for the time being, it's staying unread. Part of the erotic stages that I did read and talk about what I liked. See, I was reading and I was enjoying it. We were talking about the Greek difference between Don Giovanni or Don Hugh's seduction versus the Greek way of loving. And I'm trying to get well versed in the way of the Greeks and in Greek literature and art and all that stuff. But it's difficult. It is difficult. I'm reading a book alongside this called The Greek Way by Edith Hamilton, and I am enjoying it, but just the same with this book. When we talk about media and Horace and Pindar and like poetry and then Shakespeare, I just don't have the fundamental knowledge to sort of understand, and that's the same with this. I don't know the operas that we're talking about, but I think that's the point of reading. I think at some point, once a month, if you read a lot, pick up a book. You don't have to finish it. You don't have to do anything drastic, but pick up a book and a pencil and just read for a dedicated amount of time to try and understand. I think everyone should read books that make us uncomfortable, because that's how we grow and that's how we learn. And I don't mean do what you want. I don't mean read Atomic Habits. I do own it, but I mean read something that is so out of your depth, you know. There is no justified reason why I'm reading this, but it makes me uncomfortable, and who knows, if I finish this thing, maybe I learn something, and maybe I become better from it. But yeah, back to seduction. Was it seduction or was it sensuality? I think it was sensuality. But yeah, talking about an object of love versus like a person, and I don't know if that's what they're getting at, but the Greek way, looking at it as a soul. So I highlighted a ton of stuff. The idea of the seducer is entirely absent in the Greek consciousness, for gods as well as men were notoriously indiscreet in their love affairs. The reason why the Greek consciousness lacks this idea is that its whole life is specified as individuality. The aspect of the soul is thus predominant or always in harmony with the sensual. Greek love, therefore, was of the soul, not sensual, which I really liked. I think that's awesome. And if I look at people who in my life who know about the Greeks, outside of my family, they do have this air of natural harmony with their sensuality.
and I think it's quite admirable, honestly, and it's something that I hope I will grow to come into, but I am only 18. And it is this that inspires the modesty which rests over all Greek love. They fell in love with a girl, they sent heaven and earth in motion to possess her. When they succeeded, perhaps they tired of her and bought a new love. That changed what I knew, because I had read what I had read, and then that sort of shifted it. So I didn't understand, and then I go deeper into it. For when one considers Greek love, it is according to its own lights, essentially faithful just because it is of the soul, and it is some accidental factor in the particular individual that he loves many, and with regard to the many he loves, it is again accidental every time he loves a new one. When he is in love with one, he does not think of the next, which is in opposition to Don Giovanni. Don Giovanni, on the other hand, is from tip to toe a seducer. His love is not for the soul, but sensual, and sensual love is not according to its own lights faithful, but absolutely faithless. It loves not one but all, that is to say, it seduces all, for it exists only in the moment, but the moment in terms of its concept is a sum of moments, and so we have a seducer. Chivalrous love too, chivalrous love too is of the soul, and therefore, according to its own lights, essentially faithful. Only sensual love is in its own lights essentially faithless. But this, its faithfulness, manifests itself in another way. It becomes simply a repetition. Love from the soul is dialectual in a twofold sense. Love from the soul, secondly, yet another dialect. It differs in relation to every single individual who is the object of love. Therein lies wealth of full-bodied content. Which I think I really enjoyed that part of the erotic stages chapter, but there was just too much of,
I can read one thing and take away something from it, but I guess it's a difficult thing to read something and talk about it, knowing that you took probably not what was intended, but I mean, I guess it is philosophy, and you're supposed to have your own opinions and shit. But yeah, we'll slave my way through. I am enjoying what I am reading. I'm excited to get into the next bit. But I guess I might change this video around a bit and put the part where I read the first bit of the next chapter, and I'll finish it and then come back with my thoughts. Probably not right now though. So
anyway, short little talking video. But yeah, I think the main point of this video is read things that make you uncomfortable, watch movies that make you uncomfortable to an extent, listen to music you don't think you enjoy to an extent, but yeah, if you know something's going to be challenging, give it a go, but also give yourself some grace. If you're like, I'm hating this, move on to the next part. Who knows, it may become a favourite read of mine, but I just hated that erotic stage. And then if I gain some wisdom, I know it may sound sort of contradictory that I'm saying consume media that you're uncomfortable with, yet I'm uncomfortable with chapter, so I'm leaving it. It's an ebb and flow. So I might actually go and read, I don't know, this opera that they're talking about and some of the other media, and then come back to the chapter with a more knowledge mind. But until then, I am going to start Ancient Tragedy. But yeah. Oh, this is my cat. His name is Chico, and I don't like him very much, and he doesn't like me very much. But I'm gonna go make another coffee. So, see ya. Have a good day.